Yo, Counter Attack podcast with myself, Daps. Spence and Lamin are not here. Lamin is doing something with Palmer kids. Shout out Palmer. Spence has, I don't even know what he's doing actually. He's doing something with either his kids or his missus. But yeah, obviously not here by myself ever. Who am I joined by today? Joined by. What's it? Who am I joined by? Joined by, yeah.
Joined with?
No, joined. I don't know, whatever.
That's the Nigel in you, bro.
Man, like Dicko.
Yo, what's going on?
No, why'd you come here and try to do sexy? Why are you trying to come do sexy?
What's wrong with you, bro? Listen.
No. Hey, Dicko, what's good, man?
I'm nice, you know, just working hard in the off season, trying to squeeze in a few more holidays or at least one more. And then,
Blood, you stay on holiday, bro.
nah, bro.
You stay on holiday.
Nah, not even this summer, not really. And last summer I stayed on holiday, but this summer, nah, not really. It's been work.
What hat is that, bro?
Oh, yeah, I need to big them up still as well. This is We Are Captain, our boy Vidal Capo. Vidal_Capo on Instagram.
I didn't tell you to plug them.
But no, you need to go check them out still. Doing big things. You know, remember VA Garments?
Yeah, I remember them. VAG.
He was part of that still, yeah. So
what was it?
They're still about, they're still doing their thing, but he's obviously gone and done his own thing as well. And Captain's flying still.
Wow, they're beefing.
Definitely doing well. No, not even beef. Just obviously just wanted to go on his own venture as well. So he's still a part of VA, but obviously at the same time, Captain's taking off, so
cool. Yeah, guys, man, that's keep liking, subscribing, sharing, all of that. Good feedback. I've had a couple of people ask me to talk about Wan Bissaka today. I'm going to touch on it very quickly. Very, very quickly. That's it. You as a Liverpool fan.
Yeah.
In fact, we're not even going to compare the Trent thing.
Yeah.
Wan Bissaka going to United. Is that a good move?
For him, career-wise,
mm-hmm.
It's a good move. I'd say if you're ever going to a bigger club and you know that more than likely you're going to play, it's a great move. It's a great move, and he's going to a bigger club.
You don't think it's a good move for United?
For United,
like you don't think they've signed a good player.
United have signed a good player. But where United are at in regards to where their position is in the league at the moment, it ain't really it ain't an outstanding move. Do you know what I mean? But ultimately, he's going to arguably the biggest club in the country. So at the end of the day, it's a good move for him. More so than I'd say United.
So it's a better move on his part.
On his part, yeah.
I mean, that's obviously anyway. I said I wouldn't touch on this. You support who?
Liverpool.
Okay.
I don't even like calling them Liverpool no more still. Just European champions will do.
Okay, so you support Liverpool.
European champions.
Okay, so Trent, yeah.
Go on. I saw this recently, so I know what you're going to ask me.
But yeah, it's a bias. I'm not even going to ask you because you're biased.
It's a silly question to ask because...
It's actually not silly. You know how many people come back to me with Wan Bissaka? A lot of people come back to me with Trent.
No.
You think Trent is better than Wan Bissaka?
Of course he is.
Okay. As a complete fullback, cool. Defensively, is he better?
Defensively, he isn't in a team that
days.
Listen.
I just want to know defensively is he better.
Defensively, you can't even compare the two because obviously Wan Bissaka is a Crystal Palace in a team that isn't always on the offensive. So naturally, you're not going to see Trent's defensive side. I don't think we've personally seen Trent's defensive side or his defensive side have been tested. So you can't really judge it. Whereas Wan Bissaka is tested week in, week out. That's why on the flip side, you'd say offensively, Trent is better because of the assists he makes. Yeah, but that's because he's in a team that's always offensive. Wan Bissaka's not in a team that's always offensive. And when they are offensive, it's not necessarily him that's the focal point of it.
No.
So that's why
offensively, you're always going to go with Trent. I'm never going to argue that.
Yeah.
And those of you who are like saying that I don't rate Trent, because people keep getting at me, I rate Trent highly.
Yeah.
But it's just that when we had him on our podcast,
I saw.
He did that outrageous shout that he's top 3 in the world. I don't
know about that.
I just couldn't have that.
I mean, listen, at the end of the day, you can't. His numbers don't lie for last season, and I think even the season before offensively. And again, like I said, I can't fully judge Trent because defensively he hasn't really been put in that position. There's no one that's actually turned him inside out. No one has really tested him because Liverpool are always on the offensive. So I'm saying, but if there was a measuring stick and you said, "Oh, who's better, Wan Bissaka or Trent?" All round, it's Trent.
Anyway, we'll see. All round, yeah. But I just like my defenders to defend first.
Right.
Simple. But yeah, man. Dicko, man, you got an exciting story. We're going to try and get through as much as possible.
Yeah.
Obviously, I credit you. I always tell this story. I credit you with how I got started.
I try. That's what I'm doing right now. But I try and help as many people as possible.
Don't come here with your Mother Teresa stuff, bro.
Nah, I've been real though. You know me, bro. You know me from way back. I'm not the guy that's gonna turn my back on people. So I'm saying.
So yeah, Dicko got me my first club. I was playing Resi football for Erith and Belvedere.
Yeah, way back then, bro.
Erith and Belvedere.
You know, and
then you start. Flipping. You still remember the name of the thing? And I remember. I was young then, but you were banging in the goals, man.
I was trying.
The goals. No, you did, and then you went Dulwich after that, innit?
Yeah, literally. I had to try a thing. There was a little things behind the scenes that was going on.
What with Erith? With
Erith that I didn't particularly like, and obviously a lot of things that were going on with Dulwich that I did particularly like, and a couple of people spoke for me, and somehow I got out.
What? So what? You couldn't? They were trying to say you couldn't go.
It was politics. No, it wasn't even a case.
Were you on contract at Erith?
I don't think I was on contract. No, I wasn't on a contract. I don't think I was on a contract. But what it was that there was somebody working at Erith that knew the Dulwich manager.
Okay.
Good friends with him, innit? I don't want to out nobody in it. So, but he was basically he was the guy that obviously sorted everything out because he knew what was going on at Erith. He could see how I was being treated. He could see that obviously things weren't really.
What were they doing to you?
Bro, like I got omitted from the squad certain time because I had bad attitude, or they said
I think I remember that actually.
And I obviously thought that I was better than the club or better than the players there or whatever.
Tell the truth though, you did have a bit of a.
Bro, I was borderline arrogant.
I remember one time I can't watch your game now.
If you're gonna say the same game, I'm thinking.
No, I'm probably not, bro. And the referee hadn't even blown the full-time whistle yet properly. And you took your top off and you started walking off.
What?
Yeah, like full-time thing. And then he blew it in the end and you take it on. And he started walking straight. Like, oh, these club man. I was thinking, what's wrong with this guy, bro?
I don't remember that.
I was thinking, this guy is mental, bro.
I remember, I thought the story you were going to say was there was some manager for the opposition team. He was getting at me all game in it, saying, yeah, he's nothing, he's rubbish, he's rah. And then like, I remember second half started, and I remember one of my boys, in fact, my partner in my business now, he came to watch the game, and he was on the halfway line, and I remember saying to him, "I'm gonna score from here, watch."
From here,
like, yeah, but he was like, "Nah, you're a bad man if you knew, but I don't think you're gonna do that." And I remember I picked up on the left halfway line. You know, part of yours got a little slope.
Yeah.
So I was shooting up in it. And I've just grabbed it on the left side, chopped in and smashed it from halfway line straight in. Like, it looked like I was going to do a crossfield pass and then reversed it in. But in second half, obviously, I'm right next to the dugout, innit? So I'm thinking, right, okay, this manager's getting, when I say getting at me, the abuse was borderline, like, it was mad.
Who was it against? Can you remember?
I can't even remember. All I remember is that I must have danced past about 4 man, slotted bottom corner, ripped off my top and went, that's why I should be pro. That's why I should be pro. I didn't even know that. I didn't know that about no pro then the times. I was thinking I'm an Erith Belvedere Kentley, you know, and I'm talking about that's why I should be pro.
But did you not know that you were going to get like signed, if you know what I mean? Like, or was it just like, let me just keep playing football and then if something happens.
I never really knew much about the pro game, if I'm honest. I just watch it. Obviously, you used to all watch it, I'm saying, but we never knew. It was like one of them places of how do you get there? But you just never knew how it happened or how it transpired or who do you know to get there. Yeah. So when I was at Erith, not even a thought in my mind, to be honest with you. When I went to Dulwich, I became more aware of it. But again, I didn't really know how to get there. And I remember before I went to Dulwich, in fact, I went on trial that season and that summer to Barnet. And like, there was about 60 man there. And only one player got picked up, Jason Punchin. And literally, I was like, okay, so this is how it works to get in. That's how I thought that was the only way you go to trials at a club and at a pro club and then get picked out, not knowing that obviously the scouts that come watch your games. I didn't know nothing about that. And literally, I ended up signing back for Dulwich, and I just enjoyed it. That was more than anything. I just enjoyed it. I tell everybody.
I saw you got like 30 before
by New Year.
30 goals before New Year.
I tell every young player, every senior player, whatever age they are, I tell them, look, you have to enjoy the game that you're playing. If you're not enjoying it, if you're not having fun with it, there's no point. I'll be honest with you, because it's just wasting your time. And that season was the one season that I can honestly say, I mean, that stands out to me. That I just enjoyed playing every week, enjoying going past players, enjoying scoring goals, enjoying being the camaraderie in the changing room, enjoyed the manager. Like, I enjoyed everything about that season, and I didn't even stay the whole season. That was the thing. And then
it was like half a season, innit?
I was gone in March. I was supposed to go in Jan, and I was supposed to go in Jan, and I broke a metatarsal in my foot. So at the time I didn't know nothing about Charlton anyway. I heard Swansea, I heard some other teams, but I didn't know nothing about Charlton.
So how did you first hear that? Hey, Charlton are looking at you.
I didn't know.
And this is when Charlton are in Prem, by the way, people.
You can say that again. I kind of cut you off, go on.
Yeah, it's when Charlton were in Prem. Yeah, not this League One Charlton.
Yeah, so no. We had a game against Godalming in town, and
what's it? Godalming?
It's mad. I'll never forget. And we won 2-0. I didn't score. But before the game, the manager said to me, you never know who's watching. Yeah. And I was thinking, well, what that mean? So pulled me in the coach after the game. I hadn't scored. We won 2-0, I didn't score. I didn't even play well, to be honest. And he said to me,
it's not even Gavin these times.
Nah.
It's Jim and
Wayne Burnett.
Yeah.
Right. Shout out to Wayne Burnett, because that's
it's not even Gavin.
And even more so, shout out to Jim Dean.
Yeah. Okay.
Now you see the connect.
Yeah, anyway, yeah.
So Godalming came on the coach. Wayne pulls me, says, Dick, I got off you from Hastings Town or something like that. I said, yeah, we're going to take it. I said, what? Oh, banter. He said, yeah, £750, I want to take it. I said,
they bought you for £750?
They said we want £750. They want £750 for me. We're going to take it. So I was like, you're boying it, innit? I'm not going, innit? I'm borderline getting angry, innit?
Yeah.
I'm not going. I'm trying to laugh it up. I'm not going. And he was like, I was like, then he said to me, no. Well, yeah, you're not going because Charlton are coming for you. I said, okay, cool. Like, now you're still bantering. You're still joking, innit? Like, whatever. What's the deal? Why have you pulled me down for the back of the coach? So he's like, no, you're going to Charlton next week. These times, an agent had contacted me, innit, already, and said, look, Southend will have a look at you on Monday. Bro, the way that I was like, I got on the phone so quickly to the agent. I said, listen, there's no Southend happening, bro.
Yeah.
This Prem team just come calling, bro. Like, I've just got, it was a shock to my system, innit? I had a job at the time, obviously, so I was working in an engineering firm. And I'd just go in and just say, look, I called them and said, look, I'm not going to be in. I've got a trial on Monday. And I never went back.
Yeah, you bagged in your trial, innit?
Yeah, I bagged 2 on my trial I played up front with like Kevin Lisby. It was unbelievable, that game.
Played against Kevin Lisby last week.
He helped me so much. He helped me so much. Like, I always say to him, every time I see him, I say, bro, every time I see him, people say, oh, how do you not know each other? I'm like, this is the guy that got me my pro deal.
But weren't he already part of Charlton?
No, he was still there.
No, he was at Charlton though.
Right, but he was in the reserve game.
Oh, okay.
So we played against Fulham in the reserves. And then we won 5-1. Miles Weston played, Nathan Ashton played, Zane
Any
Z.
danger of getting Miles Weston on the podcast, mate?
Bro, like, we can sort that out, definitely. Miles is on the other line of the phone, bro. But he's doing like LA life right now, fam. he's enjoying life right now. But we can definitely work that still. But yeah, so there was so many different players that played. Just ballers. I think Alex Song played that game. It was mad. It was crazy. So there was no way we weren't going to win, but it was just like, can I get a deal?
Yeah.
And luckily, I scored 2 and that was it, done.
What's that conversation like when Charlton come and like they sit you down and think, okay, we're going to offer you this deal? Like, or had they already spoken to your agent first?
He pulled me after that game. Alan Pardew was at the game, came to watch, obviously came to watch me, and he pulled me out of the changing room after the game, shook my hand like so aggressively. It was like, That's what I like to see. And apparently Wayne Burnett was at the game as well, my village manager.
Yeah.
He called me after the game as well and said, Dick, I've never seen you make so many runs in my life. Yeah. Why don't you do that for me on a Saturday? And I said, what? He said, nah, you was really good. I don't see you coming back to us. And obviously, Alan Pardew said, yeah, we're going to offer you something. Literally, they were going to offer me a year. And at that point, the agent had got involved now, so saying. So he just said, look, they want to offer you a year, but Southend will offer you 2. So I said, well, it doesn't matter. Southend's not in the reckoning as far as I'm concerned. So I'm saying, but he was like, no, you know what? I'm going to go get you 2. And I was thinking, bro, do not mess up.
Do not mess up. Yeah.
So what I'm thinking is, bro, don't mess up this deal for me. But he's a good guy, man. He's been like a brother to me ever since, to be fair. Safe Ruby, shout him out.
You know what? I was literally just about to, I was going to go on to Safe later on in this section.
Safe was the guy, obviously, that sealed the deal.
Came
out, walking out, strutting out the Charlton trading ground, and then they must have said, and then literally the secretary was chasing after him with a paper in his hand saying, no, we're going to offer him 2, we're going to offer him 2. I don't know what he went in there and said.
What? Everything I hear about Safe here, I've never actually met the man. When there's money to be made, he comes alive, bro.
Literally, Safe comes alive. We call him the mailman, innit?
Yeah.
Because he comes alive when the transfer window opens. But literally, in anything, he's connected very, very well. But when there's a transfer window time, listen, the mailman, I'm on the other line of the phone.
Trying to get some sort of...
He makes things happen out of nowhere. He makes things happen out of nowhere. Mainly because of who he is, but mainly because he's well connected. He knows a lot of people, and a lot of people know they can take his reference as gospel. So I'm saying.
Yeah. No, but so you got your 2-year deal. Now, at Charlton, what actually happened, man? Because, like, anyone would think, oh, life's all hokey dokey or whatever, but what was the main struggle with Charlton, would you say?
The main struggle with Charlton was that, firstly, I signed in March outside the transfer window because of my injury. So I couldn't play in the Prem. So they allowed me to play the FA allowed me to play in the Prem reserve games. So I played in those games. I was slapping in goals in them as well. But I couldn't play in the games. And then the main problem was Charlton got relegated.
Yeah.
And as soon as Charlton got relegated, it was like, we have to start all over again. When you get relegated from the Prem, it's like, it's a snowball effect. Like literally, people are just ducking out one by one. Everyone's going out the door. And there's nothing you can do. There's literally, they've got to restructure. And the way they restructured was obviously they looked for players that were in the league already who had promised to go on and play in the Championship. Yeah. And a lot of those, or some players who had played in the Championship for a while. So Christopher Lumo played in the Championship. I think he probably played in the Prem at the time as well. So now Isaac McLeod played at MK Dons, banging in goals. He's playing in the league. Luke Varney playing at Crew, banging in goals. So it was literally like, out with all the big hitters, such as Darren Bent, Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, Marcus Bent, and in come the players that we think are going to get us back into the Prem. Yeah. Andy Gray came in. He had a lot of experience. Svetoslav Todorov came in.
Oh man, that Todorov.
His tech was mad. But all those strikers that I'm naming, I'm at the bottom of that list. And there's literally nothing I can say because at the end of the day, I've got no league experience. So they sent me on loan to Crew first. Nightmare. I chose Crew, to be honest with you. I chose Crew. I wanted to get out of London. I just wanted to get away, get my head down. And it was a total opposite, complete opposite.
Get them out of beanies, yeah?
Huh? What you say? No, it was a total opposite. And then obviously, I came back and Pardew was livid, and just said, look, I'm going to choose where you're going to go next. The man told me straight, look me in my face, Gillingham or Millwall want you, but I'm not sending you to Millwall because if the same thing happens at Crew, they're not going to be as nice to you as Crew was. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm like, Crew weren't really nice to me because they let me go after 3 weeks. I had a month deal. So he's like, you're going Gills. And Gills didn't start off well either. Yeah. Gills was very rocky. And it was strange to me because I had Ify Onora as my manager.
That's Gillingham. Manager. When he says Gills, that's Gillingham if you don't know.
And literally, Ify Onora was my caretaker manager, but it was just weird. Like, it was like, I felt like I was back at here from over there. at that precise moment because as much as somebody wants to raise you up, maybe my overconfidence was like, you know what, I've got to teach this boy to humble himself.
Yeah.
And that was the same thing that I felt like Wayne Brown did. Wayne Brown was a very, 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 very prominent figure in my Era from Belvedere career. But many a time we used to have conflicts because he obviously probably thought I was a bit too confident, thought I was the man, I hadn't really arrived, and he had to try and humble me. And same with Iffy. But then the problem with Iffy is that it gets to a point where the club's not doing really well and you've only got a caretaker job, and we get out of St. Johnson's Paint Trophy game and you have to give everyone an opportunity. And that's when it's like, okay, Dicko, activate now. And literally, I banged the hat-trick in that game.
Yeah.
And then from then on, it was like, the fans were on him, innit? Like, we've had this player on loan from Charlton all this time and you ain't playing.
Okay, so let's say now, you bang your hat-trick and everyone's on his back,
Yeah.
I mean, I know how the conversation goes in it, but like, for those like listening at home and everything, what's that conversation, or what is it like for you walking around the training ground knowing that I should be playing? Is it a thing of like, gaffer, like boom, 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 let me knock on your door? Or is it literally...
knock on the door. I didn't need to knock on the door. The team weren't doing so well in the league. I just banged the hat-trick against Luton in the Johnson Paint Trophy. You've got to play me on Saturday. There's no two ways about it.
Did you play?
I played.
Did you bag?
Yep.
Of course.
Drew 1-1 against Millwall. Shouldn't have drawn 1-1, should have won. But literally, from that Johnson Paint Trophy game, I had to play every week. So
why didn't you like make that move like a permanent one when you eventually left Charlton?
I tried to whilst I was at Charlton. And Charlton sent me to Bristol Rovers on loan instead. And things have gone really stale at Charlton because we got relegated again.
Yeah.
Like, and literally it was just like, I need to get out of here because I could see everyone going. And I still hadn't really had my chance. Yeah. So I tried to go Gills. I've tried to go Gills many a time still, but it just didn't. I ended up going back on loan again, but it was probably for the wrong reasons that time because Simeon Jackson was there. He was banging in goals. And
what's he doing now?
And then I don't know. I think he's in Scotland. St. Mirren, I think.
Still kicking?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So he was there. He was banging in goals, and I'd come in to basically give him a kick out the backside because he'd gone on a little drought. Yeah. But as far as I was concerned, I was coming in to play with him or take his place. Yeah. And literally, that was never going to happen because he was the golden boy down there at the time. So what made you like? Because obviously, I was watching your career. Yeah. Obviously, because I know you and that. But even I was surprised when I saw. Wait, what came first? China came first. No, Cyprus. Was it Cyprus? First. Okay, yeah. When I saw that move to Cyprus, like, what was it? Was it literally like, I just need a fresh start, or was it that bag? It was that bag. It weren't, you know. It weren't. It was, I need a fresh start. It was, I need a fresh start. I remember I was on a plane and Shrewsbury town manager called me. I think it was Mark Robbins at the time. And he called me. I was on the plane, literally about to take off. And at that point, it was like, get off this plane and go to Shrewsbury, or go to the Sun and go and start fresh. And I just wanted to start fresh. But what made you say Cyprus? Was it the agent saying, look, Safe and Lenny Lawrence. Lenny Lawrence had a big part to play in that as well. Lenny Lawrence, who was my assistant manager at Bristol Rovers, obviously knew Safe really well. So he contacted Safe, said, look, there's an opportunity here for Dicko to go Cyprus. They connected the dots. I went out there, looked at the club, looked at the setup. I literally thought to myself, it's a fresh start. I can actually humble myself a lot more over here because literally there's no stunting. This is the biggest problem of UK at the time as well, where everyone wanted to be flashy. And I was getting sucked into the same thing. Nightlife, lifestyle, big cars, nice houses, whatever. And like watches, all that nonsense. And I just thought, and you know what? In my mind, I was like, I need to get away. And Cyprus humbled me massively. And it made me tune into nothing but football. And I remember you telling me, Daps, there's no way you're driving a better car than the German. I remember you telling me about the car you were driving around in out there, bro. Nah, Dicko, you ain't driving that car. Bro, I'm telling you that, when I landed, I wanted to take my car here over there,
Mm.
and they weren't having none of it. And they said, you're not allowed to drive a better car than the chairman, like, or drive a better car than the manager or anything that kind of undermines the players. So I said, all right, cool, so what are you going to give me?
But you know what? I rate that though.
It's a good look.
Yeah, I rate that.
It's humbling. But when they told me when you see what they gave me, my missus at the time was over here driving my Q7, enjoying life. So I'm saying, like, just flying up and down the motorway, and I'm over there in the Nissan Micra, bro.
Oh.
And I'm like, for real? But it's humbling. It's such a humble experience. That's why I rate man like Kante, Asa Okoto, them man there, because you know what? This career is so short and it's only limited. So yes, you've got the opportunity to go and live lavish, and you know what? If you invest correctly, you can live that way for the rest of your life. So I'm saying, but realistically, are you going to the grave of that?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, live for now, but also prepare for the future. And that was a lot. And when I look back on these things, I think that's such a humbling experience. Bro, I drove everything from a Nissan Micra to a Colt, whatever Colt is, Renault Clio.
I mean,
Clio was my best car. No, that's a lie. BMW was my best car in the end.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Not the Mercedes that's outside. Oh.
No, I mean out there. In Cyprus. Don't try and put me on blast, bro.
Okay, cool.
No, BMW over there was my best car. Easy.
Dicko, your car right now, yeah?
Nah. Your car right now, bro. That's what I'm saying. Your car right now.
No, you need to relax, man.
Come on, man.
No, Dicko, you need to relax, yeah. I see that residual Champions League money, fam. Dicko's got that residual Champions League money. Alright, say this. Those people saying, yeah, Cyprus. And then you obviously get a move to a different club in Cyprus.
Yeah.
Was that just because of how well you did for
the first club?
Yeah.
Literally.
Near Salamina.
I was at near Salamina in the second division. I signed in the second division over there. We got promoted. And then halfway through the second season, so in the first division, Ayo Limassol came in and got me. And
what was Champions League like?
Do you know what? Yeah, the experience, because obviously we had qualifiers first. We had qualifiers. We had qualifiers throughout, and the experience. This is when I knew this is what I wanted to be in football for. I wanted to be in football to be about around good players, good people, but also travel and see the world. Because one thing my dad always said to me was, go and see the world. Whenever you get an opportunity, go and see the world. Yeah. So one thing I really wanted to do was make sure that I got the opportunity to travel. And I went to countries. I went to about 15 countries in the space of 2 years or something. Like it was, or even a year or 18 months. It was mad. And literally, but everywhere you went, you got a different emotion, different feeling, different experience.
What's your most hostile experience?
Serbia.
Easily. God forbid.
Easily.
God forbid. I ain't got Serbia for that.
We played against Partizan Belgrade in qualifying. We beat them in the first game, 1-0. And in the second game, we're at theirs. We're coming out of the tunnel. And obviously, Ayo Limassol at the time, we had a lot of black players in it.
Yeah.
Like a lot of African descent players. And then, I'd say a handful of Cypriots, to be honest. But come out of the tunnel for the warm-up. And it's just like a whole sea of people just
stop it.
It was mad. It was mad. But you know what? We earned their respect. They had to respect us because we beat them again at their ground. So we beat them at our ground, beat them at their ground. When we left that field, applause. The whole stadium applauding. And I realized then, I was like, oh my gosh, this is mad. Like,
but what do you do at the time, like, because I've had little racial bits here and there, but I've not had that the crowd. Like,
it was mad.
What do? You
can't do anything. There's nothing you can do. It's 15,000 people in one stand just going, What can you do? You can't do anything. You complain to the referee. At the time, can't do anything. At the time, that the whole Boateng thing hadn't really happened. So I'm saying where he walked off the pitch and everything. But what can you do? You can't do anything. You literally can't do anything. You just got to get your mind right. And that's why I always say to people, football is 70% in the mind. So I'm saying, because you have to be mentally strong and have mental stamina of the highest degree to make it in the game, because there's so many things that you come across, and that was one of them. And literally, I commend my teammates as well, because my teammates, obviously, they heard the same thing I heard, and we had to just get through it. We had to get through it. So that was definitely the most hostile.
What made you come back to? In fact, no, China.
Right.
So those of you who listen to this podcast, yeah, the many thousands we get. Anyway, Dicko went China, fam. So when I'm talking about his Mercedes, I'm talking about his residual income. Fam. You know where that money come from. Because you see all these men going to China to play football. Get me? You went there. But that was when they couldn't even, I remember you couldn't even tweet and stuff like that.
You couldn't tweet. You couldn't have Facebook. I've never had Facebook anyway, but you couldn't tweet. You could, Instagram just got a little bit of exposure over there. So you could definitely put things on Insta.
Why was that though?
China's got their own network. They just lock down everything. Lock down everything. Literally, you can't even watch them kind of programs there. You get me?
What programs are you?
Them programs there. You can't. Like, it's mad. It's locked down. It's locked down. But there's ways around it. There's ways around everything. There's ways around everything in life. But literally, it was locked down. And luckily, I had Instagram. So
how long were you out there for?
6 months, you know.
Is that it?
Literally 6 months because. So basically, I went to Spain for a trial in Alicante, played 2 games, scored 3 goals, and then they offered me a contract, offered me a 2-year deal. And I was like, okay, cool. Obviously saw the contract. I've never seen nothing like it in my life. Said, cool. Like, where do I sign in it? So went to Hong Kong pre-season, hyping, scored goals there, assisted the goals. And they're hyping because Drogba just left their rival team, innit?
Yeah.
Drogba and Anelka left. So they're hyping. I'm like, please, I beg, stop hyping because I don't want that kind of attention, innit?
Yeah.
Because I know from experience that people hype around you like that, you become a target. And I personally, honestly believe that in the first game of the season, I was a target. So first game of the season came and literally one guy just came through my ankle. I've never experienced anything like it. And my ankle just blew up, gone. And I was out for, initially I was out for 6 weeks, but I couldn't get back. I couldn't Cruyff turn without feeling it.
You couldn't Cruyff turn before, fam.
He was so dumb.
You couldn't Cruyff turn.
I couldn't Cruyff turn without feeling it. So had to make a decision. And I wasn't really happy with the treatment I was getting in regards to how they were looking after me. I mean, I'm your highest earner, I'm your main striker, and you're not really handling me like how I think you should. So we came to an agreement and I terminated the deal.
Is that when you came back to England?
That's when I came back.
And you went to, was it Dagenham?
Went back. Well, I went to Charlton to go and try and get a deal there, and then but also get treatment. And that didn't work out. I got the treatment. Everything was cool. Charlton handled me amazingly. Errol was unbelievable with me down there.
Just them ones we tried to get another move, yeah.
Bro, listen, I was training with
amazing,
them, man.
yeah. Handled me great.
He's at Palace now, innit? So but anyway, I was happy. Like I was over the moon. Like he looked after me. He got my ankle in tip top shape, but my general fitness wasn't good at all. And so anywhere I was considering going to wasn't really going to happen. But luckily, like I said in football, 70% mental, 20% talent, 10% who you know. And luckily, Wayne Burnett was at Dagenham Redbridge at the time. So
what's he doing now, Wayne?
Under 23s at Tottenham.
Oh, is it?
Bro, Wayne's doing bits, bro.
Flipping hell.
Doing bits, but he was always going to do bits. He's a good manager.
I had him at with the Rezzies.
Bro, he's a great manager, I'll tell you now. So, yeah.
Way better than Jim.
Jim was cool as well. Jim was cool. But Jim
Wayne.
was always going to be like an understudy, innit?
Yeah, I prefer Wayne, man.
But Wayne was there.
Wayne's got that seriousness about him, but he knows football.
Yeah. And then literally, but Daggers didn't really work out. I wasn't fit. I just couldn't get back to my level of fitness without thinking about my ankle was going to go. Like I said, mental then. But I was dying to get back to football. And so I signed for Daggers. As a team, we had a good season. Highest ever Daggers position ever. They came like 9th in the league or something like that. But just obviously we had to go separate ways and I went back to Cyprus.
Yeah, okay, cool. So when you went back to Cyprus and you come back, that decision to drop down divisions, yeah, is that more so to do with the fact that, like, what is it in regards to how teams handle you now? Is it more, not now, but like back then, is it more that they just don't believe in what you can do, or you've been out of the country, or you just don't think the deals that they're offering you is what you're worth? So you just think, you know what, let me just go, and it just becomes about the money then.
There is very there's a few ways to look at it. First and foremost, I came back believing that obviously I've played in the Cypriot First Division. I've won the Cypriot First Division.
League.
I've played in the Champions League, Europa League. I've scored in Europa League, scored in Champions League. As far as I'm concerned, I'm an international.
Oh yeah, Ghana international. Forgot to touch on that. Yeah.
I played in the Chinese Super League. As far as I'm concerned, when I come back to UK, put me back where I left.
Yeah.
Which was initially in the Championship with Charlton. So, or even put me back where I was scoring goals, which was initially Gillingham League One. But I've got this thing where I believe that once you leave this country, and I've seen it with numerous different players, once you leave this country, you're forgotten about.
Oh, yeah. Remember when I went Nudge?
You understand?
Yeah.
So you're forgotten about. And when you're forgotten about, I had a manager tell me, I didn't actually know you were still around.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know you were still playing. And I said, why? Because why would you not know? Do your research, you'll know what I've done. So, and he actually ended up signing me after one training session. He saw me in training once at Sutton and signed me because he was like, seen enough. And I was like, yeah. He goes, why are you not playing higher? And I said, they won't let me in. That's how it genuinely felt. It genuinely felt like they won't let me in.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. They've got a thing with just like forgetting players.
I can't pinpoint it. I can't even tell you anyone personally that will say, oh, yeah, we've got something against Chris Dickson. No, it's not that. It just is that we've forgotten about you and we want to give someone else a chance. It could be a bit deeper than that. It could be, oh, well, we gave you opportunity and you've ended up like going over there.
I don't think it is that, because even me, when I came back before I broke my leg, I had offers abroad as well, but none here. I didn't want to go.
I had loads of offers abroad.
Yeah.
I went to Israel to go and...
God forbid! What is wrong with you, bro?
I went to Israel. I almost signed a deal there.
In Israel?
I was literally, had it not been for the fact that I got a son and I couldn't see my son being raised in that particular part of Israel. It was a Muslim area as well. And obviously I've got nothing against Muslims, but it just wasn't.
PC answers.
Nah, make sure, man. I have to make sure, fam. You know what I mean? Come on now. I got Muslim friends, everything. But it was very going to be a very different upbringing for my son. And I just thought, how's he gonna work around this? I'm saying that it's not gonna work. So I ended up coming, I didn't sign there. I had offers in Russia. I was gonna do that one. But again, I spoke to a few people, a few men that have been there.
Nah, but you're playing football with Khabib and them, man.
like Quincy saying, well, hey, listen, if you confirm it, then yeah, do it. But it's not easy, fam. So I think
it's easier to firm when you've got a CV like Quincy's, to be honest.
Right, but it was obviously it was just a case of I want to come home, but I want to be able to play at the highest level that I think I can play at, and it just wouldn't happen. So I ended up having to drop, and in my mind, it was drop to prove them wrong, and then go back. But it's just been drop and then drop.
But do you know what it is as well?
Stay.
Do you know what it is?
And even now at this point, I'm like, hold on a second. Okay, I'm obviously now older, I'm a senior pro, whatever the case, or senior professional, senior footballer, whatever. And I'm still doing numbers that other players who are younger are doing, and yet you still don't want to pay homage or pay recognition to it. So I'm saying,
what are they saying to you now? What's the conversation like now?
Bro, I don't know what you can say to me because I've scored 52 goals in the last 2.5 seasons. So what can you say in it?
I know, but I mean, but what are they saying to you? Like, what are the reasons? Because you go there.
Well, age is going to play a big factor now. Age is going to play. I'm 34 now.
34.
So age is going to play a big factor now. Massive factor. Age is, but that's worldwide. I'm saying I wanted to go to America at 31, and I was like, no.
But you think though that as long as you're doing the business,
you believe so. You really believe so.
Do you know what? Do you know? There's other players who, I don't want to say this, but like the white man, certain white man that are putting up less numbers than you, and they just get signed straight away. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to make this like it's a racial thing.
It's not a racial thing at all. But that comment could come across as a racial thing. But no, what I'm saying is obviously, listen.
I don't know, you know.
I think I listen. A lot of things, a lot of factors. Like I said, the age thing, it could be that.
Fam,
but
if you score 52 goals in 2.5 seasons, yeah, what can anyone say to you?
And you've played pro. You've got to go back.
What can anyone say to you?
I know, bro.
But then you see it yourself. You see certain man playing week in, week out, and you're like, really? getting new deals week in, week out, no matter what their age, but like
it's the game, innit? And this is why I've always said to people, and I'll never tell anyone to shy away from playing in England, innit? But
go abroad
if you can go abroad, football's everywhere. Football's everywhere. I've seen certain men that are playing in Rangers, even like white man playing in Rangers, offered a deal in Azerbaijan and was gone because obviously the money was ridiculous, obviously. But
I think a lot of people like don't know that the money you get here is nothing compared to what some countries,
especially if you've got a good CV. If you've made it here, they look at here as a golden chance. Yeah. So if you made it here, they will throw money at you and play you week in, week out and treat you like a king.
Exactly. You get treated better. You're getting paid. You're probably playing better football anyway.
More than likely. I mean, compared to Cypriot First Division at the time when I was there, was as good as the Championship easily.
Yeah. Oh, you think so?
And even Apoel Nicosia will get into the Champions League quarterfinals in times. So you got to imagine like Apoel Nicosia getting to Champions League quarterfinals, and we just won the league the season before. So it's like, whoa, you got to pay attention now. And people are not realising. And that's why like I see players going over to Cyprus now, like Mazi Carriol's over there.
Yeah.
And he's at Apollon.
Shine, we're getting him on.
And I'm saying, bro, like, listen.
Is he in Enzo now, do you know?
Huh?
He's on Enzo now, was he?
Yeah, more than likely, yeah. Unless he's gone back for Europa.
Yeah, okay.
But literally, it's like, they know what, they're broadening their horizons because they know that it doesn't have to be here. It doesn't have to be here. I've always said, if you're not playing in the Premier or the Championship, yeah, or you're not earning ridiculous money in League One at a big club, listen, go and see what else is out there.
100%, man.
Especially if you're under the age of 30 as well. Go and see what else is out there.
So what's like next for you now? Like, obviously you're still playing. I don't want to say next like you're retiring.
No, obviously I'm still in transition, innit? So obviously I was at Hampton last season, scored another 20 goals.
Goals never done.
Goals never done. I've been telling people for a few seasons that goals are never done. So, but I'm now transitioning, obviously thinking about life after football. I started up my own personal training business, which is CAD PT, but we've also expanded to football training as well, from kids from the age of 8 and above. Kids, adults, doesn't matter who you are, what age you are, we're here to help you. Obviously more so the children, the teenagers, kids that have been released from pro clubs and want to get back in the game, because obviously luckily enough for me, I've been in the game and I know people that are still coaches in the game. So we open up avenues as well to introduce people into getting back into the game.
Yeah.
But for me, the main thing is obviously helping others, being aware of knowing that there's opportunities to get to where you need to get to.
Yeah.
And I didn't know. I was blind to it at such a young age. So I'm targeting the kids who are younger and making them more aware from young, and their parents as well, that this is the way to do it, because I didn't have anybody to show me the way to do it. I had to go through the experience myself, and luckily now I'm in a position where I can help others.
Yeah. How many of your core friends have come from football?
How many of my core
friends have come from football?
I'd say as in tight friends, people who I can...
Oh, not tight. I know you probably ain't got that many.
I don't even say there's probably a handful that are tight people, so I'm saying.
I say this because obviously you're doing your PT stuff right now, but I've seen some of your clients already, and Gary, some of your clients, like, it helps that you're coming from football, because there's going to be people looking at you, other like personal trainers, thinking, nah, hold on, I've been doing this for how long? And I don't even have these clients or whatever.
Nah.
So an Arsenal man in that, bro.
Yeah, no, luckily, I've got friends who have been very successful in whatever avenue they've decided to go down. And
shout out Austin.
Shout out Marvin Humes.
Shout out Marvin Humes.
So
no. We need to talk about Marvin Humes and Soccer Aid. Listen. Marvin Humes and Soccer Aid before you go, yeah?
Go. Allow it.
Listen, I saw you not training before. I'm seeing you hashtag Soccer Aid ready, blah, blah. Bro, Marvin Humes, come on, bro. That was definitely the first time you kicked a ball. You definitely did not kick a ball in any of your snaps.
You, when we was 11, Marvin was better than me. Easily.
No, but you can't play now. Like all you can do is shoot, bro.
But it's difficult, innit? Because obviously, if he's a pop star, innit? Like, let's have it right. He's been a pop star now, presenter, radio, DJ. So I'm saying, like,
Bruh.
it's very, very difficult, yeah, to just pick it up. Like, you know,
No, I see man starring the one from Line of Duty. That thingy from Line.
You stop,
bro,
and you just put everything into
football,
and you put everything into. Remember, bearing in mind, Marvin probably stopped playing football from when he was like 14.
Nah, he definitely stopped when he was 4. Definitely stopped when he was 4.
He stopped playing football from like when he was 14 and literally did nothing else but acting, music. That's it. So man's 34 now. That's 20 years. You can lose it in 20 years, bro. Yeah. Look at man like Gascoigne, fam. You can lose it in 20 years.
No. That's his hella cocaine and drink, fam. But anyway.
But no, that's what I'm saying. No. But obviously, like, listen, he's helped me a lot, and obviously exposed the CAD PT to other people as well. And yeah, I mean, obviously Zach Medley's another one that's come on board.
Don't mention the names, bro. I wanted to do surprise that when I get them on this flipping podcast.
You don't think it's through me, innit? Come on, bro. It's through me, innit? It's through me. No. But luckily, like I said, we started off really well. Blossoming.
Is it all guns blazing? Like you lot are fully in business now?
We are in business now. The football training is probably going to surpass the PT. We don't want it to. We want it to go hand in hand, obviously, but it's just the football thing is just spiraling out of control. And literally, we're still open for business.
But the football training I see you lot doing, obviously there's football, but it's fitness. Do you get what I'm saying? Which is why it's probably going to surpass.
Which is why it's CAD PT. Because I was going to branch it off and have CAD FT. I said, nah, do you know what? This is still personal training. It's still one-on-one training, whether it's football training, physical training, any personal training, it's personal training. So as far as I was concerned, look, keep it as CAD PT. As far as my partner was concerned, because he's a personal trainer outright, keep it as CAD PT. And literally the work that we're doing is in preparation for going into the pro game or going into season or going into pre-season. That's the work we're doing. And it's cardio. It's the cardio aspect of everything.
Finally, before you go, this season.
Oh, wow.
Goal prediction.
For me?
Yeah.
Goals never done. 20 again.
20 again?
Straight. Well, personally, depends what level I'm at. They might not let me back in still. they might not let me back in. If they let me back in Conference South, then it's 20 again. If they don't let me...
you could get... Do you know what I think it is with you?
Yeah.
I think it's probably your wage demands, I reckon.
Bro, I'm not even asking for a lot, you know?
You see when you say asking for a lot, yeah?
Yeah.
You're asking for a lot and my asking for a lot are two very different things at this point.
No, but...
And I'm younger than you.
I just feel like... No, that's what it is. I feel like you pay for what you require, innit? And
I'm Haringey, bro. Haringey definitely can't afford you.
You pay for what you require, and obviously at the moment there's probably one conference team, and
so what's wrong with the conference team?
It's the PT thing, innit?
Because it's travelling and stuff like that.
Work is going to be very difficult. So, and it's full time, obviously. So,
okay, at this level, is it you talking or as Safe kind of like you don't really need him for this part?
What, Safe pattern the conference?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, bro, he's always on the phone, bro. He's always there. This guy, he's the mailman.
I need to talk to him
he's one of pattern now. He patterned that. I was shocked when they called me. They called me before I went on holiday, and I was like, huh? I said, whoa. I said, okay, cool. Like, let's talk. But obviously, the difficulty is obviously the PT business, and obviously
exactly. So they are letting you back in, but obviously it's just about if it works with what you're doing.
It does work. But saying that, there's Conference South teams that are just coming up with shillings, and obviously there's teams a little bit lower who are coming up with
crazy money.
That I'm just like, it probably makes sense. So yeah, prediction: if I go lower, it'll be 25 plus. By Christmas, and if not joking, but if it's Conference South, then I'll aim for my 20 like I always do.
Alright, cool. Well, yeah, guys, it's a shorter podcast than usual.
Yeah.
Actually, to be fair, probably just clocked down just under an hour.
Yeah.
Just under an hour, which is alright. We're gonna start doing longer podcasts every now and then, but just not this week. But yeah, so the guys are back in next week. Oh yeah, live show. In fact, no, I'm not going to announce that yet. But no, I'm not going to announce that. But just know we've got a live show coming, and when you not hear the lineup,
one of these live shows.
What do you mean?
Is you talking about a live show as in here, or live show as in
the live ones we do that you came?
Yeah, like I'm still waiting.
Well, if you want to come, you can come, bro.
No, not come. Are you going to get me on the live show?
Yeah, if you want to be on the live, fam, I got you, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
I got you, bro. If you want to, but when you see the lineup, now, I don't know if you could fit those chairs right now, bro.
Listen, the lineup's cool, is what I'm saying. But as long as if they got Champions League like background or international background, we can then I squeeze into that story. So I'm saying
international and Prem. To be fair, I got you, fam. You're in. You're in. Get me a little 2-3 minute segment here, then.
And can I quickly plug out CAD PT?
Feel free.
Instagram CAD_PT84. Shout us, hit us up if you need any personal training, any football training for you, your child, male, female, doesn't matter. We've got you.
Yeah, and the Instagram stories are always exciting.
Yeah, we always back
morning snappers.
We
back in here, man. But yeah, so yeah, live show, we'll announce that soon. But it's all done. Guys, when you see the lineup, you lot are going to be extremely happy. So just make sure you get your tickets early. I'm not hearing none of this last minute stuff like before. So should be another setup. But yeah, anyway, guys, we're out.